Hey, listen, you're from Dallas. People from Dallas are idiots and morons. So how can you hurt my feelings?
No, just fire right
How do
out
you
of
really
the gate.
feel?
Yeah.
It's bad guy. Billie Eilish, bad guy, Howard.
Okay. So I'm the bad guy?
You're the bad guy.
Yes.
Well, at the end of this thing, you'll realize I'm a bad guy because I just don't think the Cowboys are going to win on Monday night.
Why not? Now, look, be honest. You have been thoroughly impressed. You have trashed Dak for years. You've told us that he would get exposed, and you are stunned how healthy and how awesome Dak Prescott has looked to begin our year, right?
I'm just trying to figure out. The Cowboys are 1-1 with a lucky win last week against the Chargers. And you got all excited because he threw for a lot of yards against Tampa.
And we should have beat them. We should have beat them.
Well, wait a minute. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. They lost the game. The Cowboys lost the game. I thought it's about winning and not about numbers. Dak is great with numbers. Oh, he's going to get all these numbers. And I don't think Tampa, it's another story. I don't think Tampa's defense is all that good this year. Hey, listen, Atlanta went up and down the field against them. So I'm not impressed with what Dak Prescott did. However, they lost the game. I thought it was about wins. My fault. I thought it was about wins.
This is why you guys in Philadelphia are so miserable. If you focus less on winning and more on just being happy with the stats, you'd be a little bit less miserable than everybody else in the world.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah, just who cares about winning? Yeah, just get numbers.
You want to talk about over-celebrating. I mean, what you guys did against Atlanta, I thought you were going to host another parade for it. And then finally, your overhyped offense gets brought back down to earth with your awesome 11 points against San Francisco. How much did you guys overhype that Falcons game?
Well, for once, I may agree with you. I think it was people got a little carried away. In reality, they only scored 22 points. That dope of a coach, Arthur Smith, goes for it on 4th and 10 with 6.5 minutes to go and on his own 20-some yard line. That was a mistake, and he gave the Eagles a touchdown. So, in reality, the Eagles' offense was okay. They weren't bad, but you can't get crazy about that. But they did win the game. It is about winning the game. So, I looked at that, and I thought they'd have a little trouble against San Francisco, which they did, and they shouldn't have had that much trouble. But I don't want to hear about Dak Prescott. It's a joke. It's a joke. You guys have been to a Super Bowl when? When's the last time you've been to a Super Bowl?
It's been a while. We don't really talk about the year.
Yeah. You know what? I just listened to David Akers at the draft when the draft was in Dallas. And he said the draft picks weren't even born yet when the Cowboys were in the Super Bowl. And that was only a couple of years ago, and that was the truth. I'm so tired of hearing you got a quarterback that's about numbers. Not bad. He's a good quarterback. I'm not going to say he's a bad quarterback. He's a good quarterback. However, he's not going to win a Super Bowl. And what a dope as a coach. Oh, my God, you guys got a dope as a coach. Jerry Jones. You guys Jerry Jones has done it again. He got swindled by an idiot in Mike McCarthy, who won one Super Bowl with one of the best quarterbacks in the history of the game, and he couldn't win more than one. You've got to be kidding me. So you're not going to win with Mike McCarthy, and you're not going to win with Dak Prescott, and you're not going to win a Super Bowl. It's that simple. So, you can get all excited about numbers. Just keep on putting up those numbers and not get to a Super Bowl. It's like Tony Romo. Oh, he's great. Yeah, well, did you get to a Super Bowl? How many playoff games did you win? I mean, it's a joke. You guys are ridiculous. And you just keep on going like something's going to happen in Dallas. But I guess that's the mentality. It must be in the air there. It must be something in the air.
Howard Eskin, behind enemy lines from Philadelphia, joined us here on 105.3 The Fan. Speaking of coaches, is Sirianni still attacking lunch?
Yeah.
And rest? Does he still attack just about everything?
Talk
in the
about
world?
A cornball. How many stupid sayings has Sirianni given you where you roll your eyes, Howard? Be honest. I know you rolled your eyes at it.
Well, he's different. I will say he's different.
He's different.
But the players, all you need is the players to buy in. You think the players have now realize that Mike McCarthy is an idiot. You think they finally realize, well, Nick Sirianni, they brought in. Now, did he make some calls? Every coach has bad play calls, and it's going to happen. And he did not have his game. I don't care about rock, paper, scissors. I don't care about attack. I don't care about ball. I don't care about round 1, round 2, round 3. I don't care about all that stuff. You got to win football games, and that's what he's going to be judged on. So, you guys in Dallas you're so picky about nonsense, yet you live with that team that's never going to win. Never under the current regime. Never.
Howard, who did you have winning the division this year, and where did you pick Philly to begin the season?
I thought that the Washington football team, it's so hard not to say the former name.
Yep.
I thought the Washington football team was going to win the division because they have a really good defense. They have a good coach. Ryan Fitzpatrick is better than the stiff that they had last year for the most part. So I thought it was going to be Washington. I know for 15 or 16 years, the same team has not won the division in the NFC East 2 years in a row. Yeah. And I understand that. And it's hard to think about that. I didn't think the Eagles were going to win the division, so I'm not that foolish.
But you had them in last, right?
No, because the Giants suck. That coach is a fraud, too. Anybody that comes out of the Bill Belichick tree, you shake that tree, they all fall out, and they all suck. Every coach that comes – tell me one coach that's come out of the Bill Belichick tree that has been a really good coach in the NFL. Tell me one. Andy Reid has them; they're just scattered all over the league. But what does Belichick? What does Belichick has? Where does he have a coach that's been successful? So Joe Judge is a moron. Last year he rips the Eagles for not. He's saying trying to win the last game. Hey, bro, how about winning more than 6 games and then whine about not winning the division because the Eagles you felt didn't play to win the last game. So they can't. The Giants suck. The quarterback sucks. They got no shot. So I thought they would be in last place. I actually thought it would be Washington, Dallas, and the Eagles. That's what I thought the NFC East would be.
Howard,
and, who knows? It may be that.
Howard, how are you feeling? How are you all feeling about Hurts? Like, is he right now just a runner? Is he a franchise guy? Or are you going to destroy this young man just like y'all did Carson Wentz and kicking him out of town? You're about to do with your basketball player as well. How do you feel about the nice young man Jalen Hurts for now?
Well, Carson, they may have made the right decision there because he's always getting hurt, which is too bad because I think Carson Wentz is a good quarterback, okay, good, somewhere in there. I think Jalen Hurts I still have questions about. He's not a franchise quarterback yet. You can't tell me a guy's a franchise quarterback with 6 starts in his NFL career.
Yeah.
And I think he's got to be able to be better at throwing the football than he was the last game. He can't run all the time. So I'm not sure. And I don't know that the Eagles are sold that he's a franchise quarterback yet. So he's not there yet. He has a chance, but I'm not going to get carried away after such a short sample size as he's had so far.
So the dopey fans will run him out of town is what you're saying.
Well, no, you got to win. Win, baby. That's what it's called. Win, baby. Oh, remember, you don't have Jimmy Johnson anymore to help you out. Those days are gone.
Hey, can he win with the rest of this team? Just give us a scouting report on both sides of the ball that we're going to be going up against Monday night.
Well, I think their defense. I think the Eagles' defense. Now, I lost Brandon Graham, who is a very good player and a really good leader, and they've lost Brandon Graham for the season. That will hurt. But their defense, I think their defense is good. But I think there's going to be a lot of scoring on Monday night for both teams. I think the Eagles are going to be able to score on the Cowboys because your defense sucks. I think their defense is good. Their offense, they've got good wide receivers. The offensive line now lost a player at right guard in Brandon Brooks. But injuries are part of the game, so you can't complain about that. I think the defense is what is really good on this team, and the offense, I still have a question. And they're going to have to score more points. That's what the NFL is. You can't kick field goals and win games. Although Mike McCarthy was happy to settle for a 56-yarder because he was so brilliant at the end of that game. What do you mean? What a dope. He is a dope.
Hey, do you believe, and have you noticed who's leading the league in turnovers? You said our defense sucks.
Yeah.
And we got 6 turnovers to lead the National Football League.
Well, Tom Brady was pathetic his first game. That was a gimmick.
Oh!
So you got 4 in one game.
Oh.
Tom Brady, and I'm telling you, I'm still looking for that drugstore to find those vitamins that he uses. I can't find it on the shelves. So he takes I want to get on that diet. I want to get those vitamins. I want to do it all. But Tom Brady had a terrible game, and they still won the game. You guys gloat over those turnovers. You're 1-1. You had 4-1 in the first game, the Cowboys. 4-1. The percentages of winning those games are so high. The percentages of losing the game when you're +3 in the turnover battle and you lost. So I don't want to hear about your turnovers. You're still 1-1. The Eagles are 1-1. So it's the same thing. And I think I honestly, and I'm not saying this because it's the Eagles and you guys are idiots. I'm saying this because I really think the Eagles, they have to win this game because their schedule's so tough at the beginning of the season. Because after this, they have Kansas City, then they go to Carolina, who maybe a better team than we all thought they were, and then they have Tampa that comes here, although I think they might beat Tampa because it's a Thursday night game, and Tampa has a couple of tough games previously. But whatever the case, the Eagles have to win this game. I think the Eagles are going to win the game because I just don't think the Cowboys are that good. The Eagles have had success in Dallas. Dallas is not a home field advantage because that stadium's too damn big. Jerry's world why don't you just build a 200,000-seat stadium and have the people a mile away when you're up at the top of the stadium and not have enough noise to make it a real home field advantage? I think the Eagles are going to win. I just have a feeling because I know the Cowboys aren't that good, and I still have questions about the Eagles, but I think it's an Eagles win for a few reasons. I don't give a damn about your turnovers. Dallas defense sucks. All right, they suck.
Howard, y'all ran Carson Wentz out of town already. You're about to run Ben Simmons out of town.
Run him out of town? Are you kidding me?
Can we trade?
Fraud.
Would you accept Porzingis for Ben Simmons?
I would accept the ball boy for Ben Simmons.
Do y'all ever think that maybe you guys are the problem and not the player?
No. You've got to watch this guy. This guy's been coddled all his life by his parents. Here's what Ben Simmons likes. There's 4 things he likes, maybe 5. He loves himself, loves himself. He loves himself. He loves money, and he loves money. So there's the 5 things that he loves. He doesn't love to learn. He doesn't want to learn. He has blown off every coach that they've tried to give him to help him learn how to shoot a basketball. He's got to see the wizard because not only does he need a heart, he needs courage. So he's got a double whammy. For people, I don't know how many people in the audience remember The Wizard, but we know who it's still a classic movie. But you got to find the wizard. The guy's a fraud, a total fraud. He's not a 3-time All-Star. He was on the All-Star team 3 times, but that's because LeBron James has ownership in the company that represents him, and he with picking sides, he wanted to make sure that Ben Simmons got selected to the All-Star team. How can you have a guy on an All-Star team that not only can't shoot, won't shoot, and now he won't dunk because he's afraid to go to the foul line? He is a fraud. He's a stiff. I would take Porzingis. I would take anybody that knows how to run the point guard position and can shoot a little bit. I don't need him to shoot a lot. I need him to make more than 33% of his foul shots in the playoffs. It's just, I'll tell you what the Sixers, Ben Simmons is a fraud. Glenn Rivers, he's lost the mantra of Doc because he doesn't deserve that name. Glenn Rivers is a fraud. Hasn't won a championship in two decades. 2008's the last time he won a championship, and Danny Ainge gave him a great team, put a great team together for him to win. He's lost 23 consecutive deciding games in the playoffs. He's a coach that's lost more 3-1 leads in the playoffs than any coach in NBA history. And Daryl Morey is about to reach fraud status because he misread the value of Ben Simmons so poorly, and they're screwed. They're screwed because nobody wants him. There are general managers in the league that won't take his call because they know it's all nonsense. Which he wants like he's one of the 5 best players in the league. That's what he wants in trade value. He says, "Well, you're not going to take 50 cents on the dollar." Well, why not? He's only worth 25 cents on the dollar, so I'll take 50 cents. Run Ben Simmons out of town. If he ever gets
we got a commercial break, Howard.
You know what? You start me on Ben Simmons. I can't wait till this guy leaves.
Status.
Thank you, Howard.
Lord
You're the
Eskin.
best. Have a good trip to the Metroplex, brother.
All right. Hey, you guys enjoy the loss on Monday night.